Parisian style is not about size, luxury, or perfection, but about atmosphere, balance, and quiet confidence. In this video, we explore how a small apartment can be transformed into a timelessly elegant and serene lifestyle through Parisian design principles, where every detail feels intentional, poetic, and deeply human. A Parisian-inspired home begins with respect for architectural character. Whether it's a classic facade, textured walls, or subtle patina, the exterior sets the tone. Even in modern buildings, adding traditional cues like muted colors and refined materials helps establish a sense of timeless Parisian charm. Parisian apartments are defined by their relationship with light. Tall windows, sheer curtains, and an unobstructed view allow daylight to soften the space. Natural light becomes a design material, enhancing textures, highlighting architectural details, and creating a calm, romantic atmosphere essential to Parisian living. The entryway may be small, but it carries emotional weight. A simple console, antique mirror, and warm wall color create a graceful transition from the outside world. This space introduces Parisian restraint, never cluttered, always intentional, and quietly welcoming. Parisian interiors rely on nuanced neutrals rather than bold statements. Shades of cream, warm gray, stone, and soft beige create visual continuity. These colors reflect light gently, making small spaces feel larger while providing a serene backdrop for life, art, and personal expression. Moldings, paneling, and subtle wall detailing are hallmarks of Parisian interiors. Even in apartments without original features, simple applied moldings can introduce architectural rhythm. Painted in the same color as the walls, they add depth without overwhelming limited square footage. Classic wood flooring, especially in a herringbone or straight plank pattern, grounds the space with warmth and heritage. In smaller apartments, consistent flooring throughout enhances flow. The worn texture and natural imperfections tell stories, reinforcing the lived-in elegance central to Parisian design. The Parisian living space values comfort over formality. A compact sofa, mismatched chairs, and curated accessories create a relaxed composition. Furniture is arranged for conversation and daily life, not symmetry, allowing the room to feel authentic, personal, and quietly sophisticated. In small Parisian apartments, every furniture piece must earn its place. Slim silhouettes, raised legs, and timeless forms keep the space visually light. Vintage or antique pieces mixed with modern elements create contrast, depth, and a sense of history without overcrowding the room. Parisian interiors feel collected over time. Art leans casually against walls, sculptures rest on books, and objects are chosen for emotional value. This layered approach brings soul to the apartment, transforming limited space into a deeply personal and expressive environment. Parisian kitchens prioritize function wrapped in elegance. Simple cabinetry, muted finishes, and classic hardware create timeless appeal. Open shelving displays everyday ceramics like art, while natural materials ensure the kitchen feels integrated into the home rather than purely utilitarian. The bedroom is a sanctuary of softness. Linen bedding, gentle lighting, and minimal furniture encourage rest. Parisian style avoids excess decoration here, focusing instead on texture, proportion, and comfort to create a serene retreat within the constraints of a small footprint. Even the smallest bathroom can feel Parisian with thoughtful choices. Marble-inspired surfaces, classic fixtures, and soft lighting elevate the space. The goal is quiet elegance, never flashy, turning daily routines into moments of calm, beauty, and reflection. Parisian interiors are meant to be lived in. Open books, fresh flowers, and natural imperfections bring warmth. The space evolves naturally, embracing change and personality. This approach prevents small apartments from feeling rigid or overly designed. Parisian style teaches us that elegance comes from intention, not excess. By honoring light, proportion, and personal expression, even the smallest apartment can become a timeless, serene home. In the end, Parisian design is not about how much space you have, but how beautifully you live within it.